freak. Enough of the ugly dancing.
Hi, freak.
Tell us a story. As you wish, sir. But freak, huh? I'll tell you a story about freaks that you'll surely relate to. Perhaps you'll even find that we aren't very different. Before the Ash Curse came, the Outcasts were the most feared gang of brigands. The world despised them, and they repaid it with twice the hatred. They robbed and killed the rich and the poor alike. The gang was unstoppable, corrupted by wealth, fortune, and impunity. The Outcasts descended into madness. They now wished for an artifact granting unmatched power. The Ash Box. They embarked into the Valley of Death to recover the box. And atop the valley's peak, they found its owner, Lady Death. Leave me be and you may have the box, she said. A reward without a fight. Surely the fools agreed. However, none of them wanted to share the prize. Their strength and madness matched exactly, and they were sure to kill each other. But one tiny thing broke the balance. The most pathetic of the outcasts, the weakling, grabbed the ash box. I shall have the power, but he couldn't handle it. The box slipped out of his hand and broke into pieces. The cloud of ashes arose, corrupting every being, defiling air and soil, but most of all, corrupting the outcasts. Each in their own way, they paid the price for their hubris. That is the world we live in, and until the curse is lifted, we are all freaks, sir. Well, so you call us freaks, Bard.
You call us freaks, okay?
Let's show them, fellas.
Well, hello and welcome everyone. I am duckyobrien, and today I'll be bringing you guys a preview of a game called Deck of Ashes. Deck of Ashes was developed by AYGames. It was published by Buka Entertainment and Whisper Games, and it'll be coming out of early access into full release on June 9th, 2020, and the current MSRP is $14.99. So I didn't get into it. I wanted to show the intro because I thought the voice acting was a little bit hokey. I'm not saying it's bad. The voice actor doing all the lines, all the voice actors in this game are doing fine. It's just that, you know, the tone of the voice didn't really fit sometimes, you know? Like, oh, so you call us freaks, okay? Like, that doesn't sound threatening, but I found it charming. But I want to get into it. This is a card game. And it feels very similar to another game that I played called Ancient Enemy, which was a solitaire game, but both of them kind of have this very grim storyline, this world, this grim dark world, not as quite as grim dark as, let's say, Warhammer. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to start off on a save file that I've been playing for a little bit. I am enjoying this game quite a bit. Now, full disclaimer, I am playing on easy mode because I have never played this game before. And on easy mode, when you die, you just respawn at the camp. This is your main hub, and you can do many things here. But before that, if you want to know what the other difficulties are, on normal, when you die, you have a chance to do a resurrection rite. And then on the hardest, when you die, you're dead. It is basically permadeath, and you start all over from the beginning. So I beat chapter 1 already. I beat the boss. And let's go over all these people here. So before I go out into the world, you got these people here. So the blacksmith, you can craft cards here. So I have a bunch of cards. You can buy the recipes, you can find them. And then it takes ash, which is a currency that you earn by defeating monsters in the overworld or finding them from chests, etc. Let's see if it can apply a pyro bomb on any opponent. After detonation of pyro bomb applied on this opponent, apply stun on it. Wow, it's pretty good. So pyro bomb, if you mouse over the cards, it will tell you what the status effect is. Okay. You can also upgrade the cards. So these are the base cards, and then if you click on it, you can choose, again, everything costs ash here. So liquid fire applies burn, and if you look here, it says at the start of a character's turn, burn deals 2 damage to them. The effect lasts 5 turns. So you got here, you can apply burn and then discard a card of your choice from your hand. So at the beginning of the turn, you draw cards until your hand is full, and then you have 5 mana every turn. Each turn, there are modifiers that will either decrease or increase that. But as you can see here, you might wonder why you would want to discard a card, but there are many perks to discarding a card. You may get some status bonus effects, like there's a card where after you discard it, every card that you discard after that will do 5 damage to a random enemy. So there's a lot of ways you can build your deck. I think it's a pretty in-depth game. There's a lot of ways to play this game. I am not good at card games, but I'm enjoying this one because the difficulty is easy enough where you can enjoy it, but it's challenging enough where you still have to kind of learn the mechanics. Ooh, this effect is activated twice. Kind of like this. Let's buy this one. So for the fireball, you have a couple of things here. Phoenix will let you reuse the card. So after you use a card, it goes into the discard pile here. And for Phoenix, it'll just go back into your deck so you can redraw it. So after you use a card, it goes into the discard pile. Now after your hand is all used up, you will get a card that will let you redraw 5 cards from the discard pile. So there's a rhythm to this game that I quite enjoy. But yeah, I'm gonna go back here. So it gets more complicated, alright? So this game is pretty complex. You can buy traits, which are passive upgrades. In order to do that though, you got a passive upgrade tree for each character. I have the dismantle allowed picked, because I want the next one, which is reduces the number of keys required to unlock a common chest to 0. So there are chests on the map, and they take keys, and you get keys from fighting enemies, but you save a lot of keys if you can just open it, so that's why I'm going for this one. But if I wanted to pick the traits, I would have to unlock this passive upgrade first, and then I'll be able to buy traits. Now if you look here, you got like increased crit chance by 10%, take 30 less damage from strain cards. Strain cards are basically cards that do damage or do something at the cost of your HP. You got opponents deal 5 less damage for every burn applied on them. And here, sacrificial chalice, fragile card added to your hand. That is a card where once you use it, it probably goes to the discard. Alright, so you can dismantle cards as well. I can take a card and dismantle it for money. So this dude here will renew your cards. So again, once you use your cards up, they go to the discard pile, and this guy will let you put them back into your active deck. Also burn cards as well, and here there are more passive upgrades. You can increase the amount of ash you get, etc. And we got the merchant here. I'm trying to X out. We got the merchant here where you can buy cards or potions. So potions are consumable items. Let's see here. Right here. So this is a non-playable card. And so when it goes into ash, which is the discard pile, when any other card after that is discarded, you will deal 5 damage to a random opponent. So Power Bomb is after 4 turns, it will detonate and deal 12 damage, and that's a long time, so there are many cards which will just detonate it early. Okay. You have recipes for these cards you can sell, you can trade resources. And you also have upgrades here as well. I got the first one, which was increased rest points. Now there's a lot to go over in this game, but I'll try to get into it once we actually go into the map here. The healing lady will, you know, obviously heal your HP. You can increase your stats here, but again, you need to spend an upgrade on the passive tree to unlock that. And as you saw, those are all resources, and each one is specific to each merchant. So let's get out here. This is the main map, so this is your camp here, and this is the boss. So when this timer reaches the boss, you have to fight them. So every step that you take spends about an hour. So I'm gonna go over it. These are monsters, these are the chests, these are random events, you don't know what's gonna happen. And these are dungeons that you can go in. Do you see this chest requires 2 keys? These chests require 1 key. That's 3. Obviously, these are harder. And then they have teleportation stones here, so you can teleport between stones. So why don't we get into it? It's an ambush. Excellent.
I never liked fried fish until this day.
Yeah, the voice acting lines, the dialogue, it's a little bit hokey, but here you go. If you look here, you can see what they're going to do the next turn. So deal 8 to 10 damage. If you look at their stats, you can check that here as well. So here is the main combat. You got the mana on the right hand side, lower right hand corner, and then you got the cards here, and the cost is on the upper right hand corner. So this will cost 3. So here we got a card where every card that you have discarded will increase the damage by 1. So you probably want to spend this later. You can apply a Pyro Bomb and deal 3 cards. So okay, so here's the card I was talking about. You want to discard this card, and then after that you want to discard a couple cards and deal 5 damage to a random opponent whenever any card is discarded. All right. Let's use the burn one here. So if you check here, it's 2 damage for 5 turns. Twice, so it's 4 damage for 5 turns. This is pretty good. And then let's see. Pyro Bomb on him. And we drew 3 cards. We'll have 2 Pyro Bombs on him now. Alright. And then you can return 3 cards. So if you look here, my strat, again, I'm not good at these games, but I don't really need to use 3 fireballs because they're really expensive. You're only gonna ever cast 1. So I don't need 3. So I'm gonna discard 3 of them. Sorry, not discard. Return it to the bottom of your battle deck. And the card that I need for this one is not here. So I'm gonna take it. Also, I don't really need that, so. Okay. So this one sounds good. You apply a Pyro Bomb to all the opponents, but you are stunned. So let's right here. Deal 10 damage and detonate a Pyro Bomb. So look at that. That's massive damage. And then we'll use this. Again, it says Phoenix, so this one will not go into a discard pile, but it will return back into my active deck. Okay, don't really need that card. Alright. So I like this one. It will regen me if I use this. I upgraded it so that it heals me 5 health instantly, and then it will heal me for 4 health for 5 turns. This will save the rest points that I need to spend. So let's see. Oh, this card came up. I'll save that. Okay, I'll do this. So here, strain 5 means I will spend 5 HP to deal 6 to 10 damage. So here, this thing will hatch into another creature in 3 turns, but it has shield, meaning whatever the first attack is will be ignored. So that's super annoying. The strat is to use a cheap card to attack it, and then a lower damage card to finish it off because it only has 5 health. Let's see, we can do this. So I discarded a card. It will do 5 damage to a random enemy. That's gonna explode soon, so I'll leave it. He'll die. He has burn on him as well, so I think I can focus on this. Here, I will use this card. Did no damage, and then I'll use this card, which does 10 damage, which is a waste, but
This is just a warm-up.
there. He died because of the the pyro bomb and the burn damage. Alright, so after battle, you gain these rest points, which you can either use to craft cards. As you can see here, it costs 1 rest point and then 25 ash. Okay, you can craft it back at camp, but I would like this card. Okay, and then you have to renew these cards. Again, you have a limited number of points. That's why I got the upgrade to increase it by 1. Let's see, okay. And here, for each point on the map, you can gain a resource, but it takes 1 hour off of the clock. Alright.
You'll burn like I burn.
Oh yeah, her backstory is that she got burned alive, and then the curse, when that happened, she came back as a fire lady. Stealth here means I can't target that person, so let's see. Their attack is deflected back. Ugh, alright. Don't really have a good combo to do. Okay. Gonna burn that dude, and then use this card, which will do 4 damage, and then should copy the burn to him. Yep. Excellent. He's stunned for 1 turn. Gains stealth and applies poison. Ah, so annoying. Okay, this is not ideal, but oh, I can't target him anyways. So here's the card that you see when you run out of cards. If you see my active deck is 0, so this will renew 5 cards at the cost of 10 HP. I wish I could do that because I want to get draw more cards. Oh well. Okay, heal myself. 4 damage for 1 turn, so this should... Wait, yeah, this should kill him then. And then I will do this.
Don't be upset. I'm in more pain than you.
This should just finish him off. Yes. Okay, we gotta heal a little bit. Alright, so as you can see here, I'm running out of rest points, so either I have to go back to base, which will waste time and cause me to fight the boss faster, or I can teleport back. But there's a balancing act of trying to get all the resources that you can so you can level up, unlock new cards, increase your passive bonuses, etc. And making sure that you can heal yourself and fight. But yeah, so I'm having a blast with this. Also, the music is decent, but I turned it off because I like playing without the music. But I'll turn it on so y'all can hear it. So again, these random events, they could either be good or bad. YOLO, go for it. Let's see. A blood-curdling shriek renders the air. A beast emerges as if from nowhere, emitting a foul stench and raking the earth with its fused limbs. The sack was clearly abandoned by the individual whose remains the creature just vomited up before attacking you. Okay, the battle begins. You got 1 relic. I got the recipe for... Oh! Remedial potion. Restore 8 health points, destroy 1 random ailment. Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Swamps burn so well.
Ooh my. Alright. Summons a spore. It's gonna be hard. Okay. Burn it. I'll start healing myself. And then... let's do this one. Ugh. When Spore takes damage or restores health, it deals 1 damage to player. Okay. Adds a parasite to the player's battle deck. Oh, you'll see that. It's a random card that's useless and you gotta get rid of. Alright, so I'm gonna copy this over here. Nope, I don't like that card. Yeah, this one. Shoot, I got bleed. Oh. Why is this here? Annoying. Okay, well. This is so annoying. Okay. I'm not gonna put this back because every time I try I'll take 3 damage, so let's see. So this guy will die to burn damage next turn, I believe. He only has 1 health and is taking 8 damage for 3 turns, so I can pretty much ignore him for now. Let's get my cards back.
This is just a warm-up.
Do I have health? Yeah, so I would want to end my turn because I would get bonus healing and he would die anyways. A little bit of a pro tip there. Okay. Oh man, yeah, let's heal that. Okay. Getting these ores. So I have a key so I can get this, or I can go back and get the upgrade so I can save the key. But we'll just continue moving on for the sake of just seeing what the game has to offer. I got 10 gold. Eh. Alright, we can get a recipe. Increases strength by 1 for each burn you applied on you. Oh, wait, applied on me? Why? This... I think I have these already. I don't have this one. Okay.
So hot right now. Too hot for you.
That's cool, girl. So edgy. Alright. Dispel all burns applied on all characters. Increase strength by 2 for every burn dispelled. That's the next move. We should avoid burning him. Obviously. Oh, I have to get rid of this. Oh, this is where you have to go to the healing lady and be like, please, get rid of this ailment. I don't know how to do this. Let's see. Get rid of this card. Okay, 4 to 6 damage. Let's see. Oh, I gotta get rid of these. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of cool. These represent like illnesses or parasites or whatever that you have, so it always shows up in your deck until you get rid of it. Okay, there you go. I was looking for that burn card. For every 5 cards. Oh no, he's gonna get faster. Bad thing, Parasite. Alright. That's why discarding cards is good too, so if you can discard a card, let's get rid of this. This card's only getting stronger. Okay, nice. God dang, Parasite. Okay, no. Yeah, I can see that for later. I want to heal myself. I'll just use this card and deal 4 damage. I'm not gonna renew this. Get out of here. Okay. Oh, we have 3 keys. Let's go open it. Ooh. The next card played will cost 0 mana until the end of the battle. Oh, what? All of these sound so good. If it's an Ash, monster takes critical damage, burn is applied to it. Slightly more damage, or I get a card where it's a massive spike of damage and no cost. Well, 3 mana cost, and the next turn will be nothing. So basically, I'm lowering the cost of an expensive card of 3. Or you can save it up for a combo, I guess. Increase the damage of your strike cards by 20% for each unused mana point during your last turn. So if you don't spend any mana, it's 100%. Double damage. Oh man, what do I get? I don't even know. I feel like this is good because it says it'll cost 0 mana points until the end of the battle. So basically I can get something with a Phoenix effect. And once I play it after this, it'll be free forever. I mean, not forever, until the battle ends. I feel like this would be kind of suiting my playstyle. Discard a card of your choice, alright. After the Outcast, the maladies spread out across all the surrounding lands. Contracting it has become extremely probable. You feel much worse. Well, that's great. You gain an ailment, rage. At the end of this turn, you may return one last card. Oh my goodness. Okay. We can go back once every 20 hours in game time with this, so I think it might be worth it to go back. And then we're gonna go. Please. Oh no, I have to upgrade. Are you kidding me? Oh no! I messed up. I need to upgrade to get the ailment, but it's at 3. Well, I can renew all cards for free at least, because it's easy mode. I am very sad right now. Damage, 5 damage to all opponents? And it's Phoenix? Or lifesteal. I feel like this is valuable. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here. You guys kind of get the idea what the game is like. I am having a lot of fun with it, the same as Ancient Enemy. Once I started playing, I kind of couldn't stop. The game took me by surprise. Alright, yeah, the voice acting itself is good, but the dialogue, the lines themselves are pretty hokey. Don't let that turn you off. The game itself is pretty good. I like the artwork. Kind of a mix between a cartoon and I don't know. It's like dark. Anyways, this has been Deck of Ashes. It'll be coming out full release June 9th with a bunch of added content. I highly recommend checking it out. So I can't talk right now. It's pretty late. I've been making these videos late into the night, one after the other. Anyways, thank you so much for dropping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, things you'd like to see or for me to cover, please feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, hope you guys are staying safe and sane out there, and catch you guys next time.